Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a review of the Light in the Dark Halloween Mission Part 2. Going to look at our commander builds for each ship. Going to start with the battleship. Got Clara up here, went with boomsticks in row 1. You have to pardon me, I have a cold or something going on. Crisscross in row 2. The rest of the build is basically just a survivability build for a battleship. I cannot stress that enough in this game. Gotta have that survivability build. All right, Ivan, the cruiser commander. We built him for range and fire chance. So we got beyond range. Igniter, Velocious, because we're really not using armor piercing. Fixated and refill station. So if you want to crank out those shells at range and set fires. The Urashima, Mr. Sano here. Subsurface Venture, Fragile Threat. Torpedo Safari. Destroyer be destroyed. You don't have a smoke screen. And unstoppable. So basically, torpedo skills, um, and stealth and speed. That was my emphasis for the Hiroshima. All right, there's going to be a cut here, and we're going to go look at the consumables. Damage con for the Hiroshima, steam engine boost. Can't say this enough. Increases maximum speed and restores hit points while you're inside the filth. So use this when you are inside the filth. It will heal you when you are inside the filth. Keep that in mind. All right, anti-guidance system um, makes the enemy's dispersion go haywire. Great when you're being fired upon by multiple ships. Um, Other than that, is what it is. Torpedo reload booster. You got to save at least one of these to accomplish your special mission as a destroyer commander in this operation. Hear me now, believe me later. All right, looking at the Svaya Tozar, probably butchered that. Inversion charge. This is how the cruiser heals itself. The main battery reload booster, and you get health back the more damage you do to the enemy ships you shoot at. So cruisers should stay out of the filth, and when you need to heal, either get next to a battleship or use that reload booster. Radar, the filth allows ships and torpedoes to be really concealed. So honestly, I would just use radar whenever there's a lot of ships on the minimap, but not a lot of ships visible on the screen. Looking at the Magnu S, we've got this repair zone. I believe it can stack with another ship's repair zone. So keep that in mind. But basically, it restores your health as well as the health of friendly ships around you. I believe, in theory, if the Transylvania is damaged, this could also help restore the Transylvania's health, but I do not know that for certain. Electric shields, like an invulnerability to damage. As you can see, it doesn't bling or fires. On Reddit, somebody said they hit the electric shield button and then rammed the Rasputin and got an insta kill. Tried to pull that off and failed, so I don't know if that is legitimate or not. So that are the commander loadouts and a recap of the consumables. Now the operation, A Light in the Dark. And this is going to be a 5-star gameplay, not like last time. But I do want to thank everybody for making that review, Saving Transylvania, my most watched, most liked video of all time. Thank you all so very much. I hope this one is as helpful to you as that one was. And if you enjoyed it, we got 57 subscribers right now. That's crazy. Um, I always welcome more subscribers, although I want to be clear, I do not have any intention of ever becoming a community contributor. I spend all my own money on this game, and I do it for you guys, and because I enjoy doing it. Let's be honest. I'm going to play the game anyway. So, all right. So this portal, think of it as the other side of the portal from the last operation. So here's the Transylvania. Here come the ships from the last stop coming through the portal. They're going to continue on through, and your job is to basically just let them go through and then defend against the enemy ships. All right. Okay, so in my belief, there is no need to escort the Transylvania. Period. The end. I saw ships doing that. Some of the games I played, there is no need to do that. Your job, first and foremost, is to follow the order of battle. And what I mean by that is destroyers torpid battleships, cruisers HE spam at destroyers, and battleships AP salvo cruisers. And of course, if there aren't any there, then target of opportunity, but for the most part, kill the ship you're supposed to be killing. All right. So as you can see, my teammates are just wiping out these other ships. We are shooting torpedoes in there, but we just started getting credit for it now. Until the little star pops up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen that says kill enemies inside the field, those other kills that happen before that don't count. So whether you do them or not is up to you. Um, I will say that, in my opinion, you should try to kill these ships as quickly as possible, um, just so you can get the 22 kills out of the way. So right now, the two stars that are available to us as a team are save Transylvania and kill the enemy ships inside the field. There will be more stars available later, three more. That's how you get the 5 star of the mission. But for right now, the focus should just be killing enemy ships. Don't worry about the Transylvania. Let her do her own thing. Your focus should be killing the enemy ships. Okay? And I'll say it once, I say it again. Destroyers' primary target, battleships. Cruisers' primary target, destroyers. Battleships' primary target, cruisers. The end. All right. You can see we did dip into the filth here for a minute. We are taking damage over time. Think of the filth as like the inverse of the drawdown circle of PUBG. You know, when the circle draws down, you're outside of it, you take damage over time. As the filth expands and you're inside of it, you take damage over time. All right, same concept, but in reverse. But we're in the filth, we're hanging out, we're damaging the enemy, and then we leave the filth, and you can see once we get out of it, that damage over time stops. All right. The enemy ships aren't particularly tough. They are relatively easy to kill for now. So I suggest again just trying to get as many kills as you can. They do not just go in a straight line. They do maneuver and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. Also be wary of the islands. There are a lot of them, so do not run into them. Um, but yeah, that's that. As you can see in the upper right hand corner, the third star propagated. It says save at least 2 towers. So the little castle icons on the mini map and the health bars on the top of the screens are the 3 towers. I'm presuming that when enemy ships get within a certain range of them and they are closer to the enemy ship than you, they will start shooting at the towers. So only 2 of them have to survive. If you can pull this off and have all 3 left, you must be some really awesome players. But yeah, just consider the first tower to be a wash. Again, just concentrate on killing the enemy. You can see that Benson just kind of came out of nowhere. So that's what I was talking about. When you're inside the filth, torpedoes and enemy ships are incredibly camouflaged, and your detectability is probably around 2.5 to 3 kilometers, depending on the ship type. So just keep that in mind, especially if you're a cruiser. That's what your radar's for. You can see we did hit our engine boost about maybe a minute ago or 45 seconds ago. So we are healing up now. Destroyer, if you're the only destroyer, you have to stay alive. So it's important upon that you're monitoring your health and staying alive because you have a special mission that nobody else can do. All right, so you can see the tower, number 1, exploded or was destroyed, but it did take out some enemy ships. Hopefully, that's not happening a lot. You can also see enemy ships have spawned outside the filth as well. So if you're like one of these battleships on the edge of the zone, you really got to keep an eye on that. So just FYI. All right, Bismarck popped out of nowhere. You can see we had a torpedo reload booster ready, and so I used it to torp at the Bismarck. Just 1 salvo there, and I think that's going to be all that is necessary. As you can see, I think it's 2 torpedoes to kill a Bismarck, who was damaged a little bit. Probably 2 to kill a cruiser, 1 to kill a destroyer. Here's the moment I was waiting for. See the HE bomber taking off from an aircraft carrier, and the banner comes up. The filth can heal the Great Gorgon. This is your special mission in this operation as a destroyer. You specifically have to go into the filth, hunt down this aircraft carrier, and take it out. Okay. So if that banner comes on the screen and you're the destroyer and you aren't in the filth, you need to head for the filth ASAP. Okay. That's the only way you're going to get 5 stars at this mission. Because the Shikaku will hang out in the back. It will go forward a little bit. It won't go forward a lot. You can see the banner just came up about Rasputin. That means Rasputin is also in the game. So the other ships would be going after the Rasputin. Use the destroyer specifically. We engage our engine boost. We're almost at full health right now. And we're torping out, as you can see. Our torpedo reload booster is about 10 seconds away from reloading. And we are going to hit that as soon as it comes in. Got to have good aim, got to be close. We did miss one torpedo there. Thankfully, that did not come back to haunt us here. So I hit my torpedo reload booster. And I don't know if the Shikaku is randomly maneuvering or if it is maneuvering this way because I went behind it. Um, in either case, the Shikaku is going to turn to starboard and turn into my torpedoes, which, thank you very much, Great Gorgon, for turning into my torpedoes. So we're going to get full value here, 8 more torpedo strikes. So the Shikaku essentially takes between 16 or 15 torpedoes to eradicate. So that is your main special mission as a destroyer when you're not torping at battleships first and foremost. You specifically have to go into the filth and kill the Shikaku slash Great Gorgon. All right, so we did that. As you can see, the filth is way ahead of us here, even though we got our engine boost going and we're healing back up. And we're going to top 40 knots here in a minute. It's not going to matter. We're never going to get back out of the filth. So I think that's fine. You should be comfortable with that as a destroyer. You don't have to go in the filth right away. You know, you could hang on the outside until the Great Gorgon comes up. But I was already in it to heal up, so I just stayed in it. And then it worked out for us in that instance. All right, so we got 1 star. All right, there's star number 2. The Tirpitz takes out the Rasputin. However, I think he shot him. So we got 2 stars now. There's 3 stars because we got 22 kills of ships inside the filth. This Benson kind of came out of nowhere here. Or actually, I think he slowed down and turned. So we're going to torpid him. So right now, I was feeling really good. We got 2 towers at full health. Don't know where the Transylvania is at, but pretty much right now, I felt as long as we did our part, we were going to do okay. So I'm being shot at by multiple ships, so I hit my dispersion thingy, whatever it's called, continue to torp. But here I'm surrounded. You know, all these ships weren't here before. So essentially, we are going to go down fighting and give ourselves up. I should have, you can see my engine boost is about to reload. I should have hit the engine boost, would have kept me in the game a little bit longer. Quite honestly, there was so much chaos going on. I just didn't realize it had come off a recharge. So that's my bad. Dodging more torpedoes, but we are going to go down right there. All right, so resetting. Tower number 3, full health. Tower number 2, between a quarter and a third health gone. A battleship and a cruiser left on our team. This battleship, XX RPG Game Man XX. When I originally saw him backing up, I was like, oh no, that's not good. But he's doing a fine job. He's going to do some work here, continue to kill enemy ships, and execute a little bit of maneuvering here. So good job to you, sir. The Chapayev just got knocked off. So this is the only ship left. He's outside the filth for the most part. That is important. He's continuing to engage the enemy. Really, we were just waiting for the portal to close. That timer up at the top of the screen. We're under 30 seconds left. As you can see, the Transylvania safely going around the third tower. But at this point, we're just waiting for the portal to close. And so we got about 10 seconds left. He is turning hard and he's going to dodge this torpedo right here at the stern. Excellent job. And as you can see, the seconds are counting down, and boom, the portal is sealed. The filth burns off the surface of the water. He is continuing to take damage. I'm not saying stop paying attention if this happens. I still believe you could be killed at this moment, and it would not shock me if that prevented you from getting the win. So play it all the way out through the bell. All right, operation complete. There are the 5 stars. There you can see we got 4 of them. I actually got them in the first match I played, but that is a 5-star mission, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are jealous, envious, or feel tremendously helped out or helped out in any way, stop right now and hit that like button. All right, so we ended up with 309,000 damage. You know, I want to say my max damage game in a battleship, 429K. I want to say 16 kills for Chacha X and the Chapayev. Excelsior, sir. Excellent, excellent game. Or man, my bad, whatever. So that's how you get 5 stars. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. My last video was my most watched video ever, mind blowing. Let's hope this one does as well or better.